Roland tried to convince me that there's some passion points. I'm like, come on, this this loss sucked the positivity out of me. So only 2 points tonight. First one, we're focusing on the offensive line, and sorry Kelly Bates, you're the offensive line coach. 3rd and inches, first play, first series of the game, set the tone. Like, I'm not sure what's happening in the middle of the offensive line. Something's happening there. So, hopefully this is like a wake-up call for the offensive line. Maybe namely the interior of the offensive line. Like, these short yardage plays, what we said is, you know the count, you know the play, you got a yard. Gotta make it. I don't want to see Vernon Adams doing like a sneak on 3rd down to get a yard. Come on. Come on, you guys. He's our franchise. With all due respect to Dane Evans, we need Adams not taking 3rd-and-1 sneaks to get a 1st down. Come on, you guys. We have to be better. I think Roland detailed enough. It seemed like whether the snap was late, the middle of the offensive line moved late on that 3rd down gamble. That's just I think there needs to be improvement. Second, we're gonna move to Vernon Adams. Now, I'm a big Vernon Adams fan. Now, I would say his game. I mean, if you look at the stats, decent game, stats wise. But he missed some throws. He had some drops. Some were quarterback pressures. The reason why he's here is not as his play necessarily or entirely as a quarterback. It's more, I'm starting to wonder about the leadership of the team. So I think Vernon's a great leader. Do they have enough leadership? Should they have kept Sean Lemon on the defensive side? So another experienced person on the D line. We need more leaders. When you're down, like I was expecting in the second half a bigger pushback. We didn't get it. I was expecting to see more energy. It was mentioned there was a lack of energy. Fine, you start the game, lack of energy, fine. You're at home, the crowd was rocking, 22,000 people in the stands. We were just waiting for something good to happen. We're waiting for a big play, like a big play, whether it's special teams, defense, or offense. We didn't get a good play. We didn't get a takeaway. Like nothing. It was like hardly anything was happening. And so this coup point is, yes, it's on Vernon Adams' graphic, but this is kind of addressing, I would say, the leadership of the team. And we can go into like some dishonorable mentions. I'm gonna mention like Mizell, the running back. I think Roland had it up and the replay. Like he could have. I think the blocking is a concern. I mean, pass protection, plays a small part of it, and I think that I think he can. I know he's a rookie and he's only played like 5-6 games. There has to be growth, and as tough as the Lions are, whether you think they're an elite team or maybe they're in that second tier now, we need our starting running back to block, to chip. Any kind of pass rushers coming our way, he has to be a little bit more influential in the game. And his stats rushing the ball were not great. That's maybe a lot on the offensive line. So it's they would kind of have to share that. And my last dishonorable mention, and we're gonna roll into this and talk about this more. I'm thinking, Roland's touching on this, is the roster construction. I'm looking at the run stopping ability of this team, and maybe our D line I've been reading is perhaps more speed rushers versus big nasty guys. You know what? We're probably going to have to go into Winnipeg to beat Winnipeg on the road in the Western Final. And they're going to run the ball down our throats. I mean, yeah, they have the ability with Zach and their great receivers to pass it down our throats. And our pass defense in the last few games hasn't looked great. But we got to be able to stop the run. And I'm starting to get really concerned about the roster construction. And maybe they overvalued some of their young defensive linemen. They have a lot of youth there. And I know maybe this is a growth year for them. But for BC to be considered an elite team, they need elite production or a high above average production from their D-line. They're getting it in spurts. They're getting pressure. But that run defense has to improve. So that's my dishonorable mention there.